revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check second to 10.
Hey.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out.
Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Here we go. Louie!
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second rounder from Penn State. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we're good.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And some space here. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 47 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, over here.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Mike 29. Go get him. 29 is a Mike 29. Let's get the ball.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's go. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Lefty. Kill.
Check, 47. Let's go, D. Big series right now.
To throw, it's Wentz. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. The running backs in this game for both teams, very good friends. Of course, college teammates Saquon Barkley and Miles Sanders. Sanders had to sit behind Barkley and wait for his opportunity in 2018. He took advantage of it, parlayed it into a second-round pick, and now these guys get to go against each other 2 times every year in the NFC East. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Down. 50. Plant. X3. 218. Chop.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
Hey, echo.
Now Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Right back to Sanders on first down. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Sanders, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lorenzo Carter. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Grade 15, grade 15.
Mike's 47.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz and complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, Barkley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
46 down, man, 5-4. Bravo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Here we go. 120.
Pick up the ball. Switch.
Again, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Oh, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
he rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now left side on the swing pass. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Again, it's Barkley. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. Jones throw on target to Shepard. Give him 6 yards and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, Charlie!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
29 is Mike. Mike 20. Smooth. I'm coming. I'm coming. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Watch the run.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
74.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
82. Watch the screen.
Throwing now is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz hurts over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Giants 21, Eagles 5.
Mike 29. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Wentz now to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Jones operating from the gun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Man open. It's Goodwin. Touchdown, Giants. Marquise Goodwin with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And all the way down to the 26. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 26. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Shedding through the defense. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
47's the mark, boys. 47.
To throw is Wentz. Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He's coming.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He'll hit Jackson complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he connects with Ertz. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us.